All of you are responsible for your personal brand.
You should all know what your differentiating factor is. Does everyone here know what makes them great?
2.5 seconds. Did you hear that? In 2.5 seconds, I make my decision on what I think about you. When you go into an interview, in 7 seconds, the person interviewing you has already sized you up. If you haven't made a positive impression, your entire interview is uphill.
I had such an amazing experience last summer with BRAG and with Bloomingdale's.
To-do lists help everybody, you know, being able to figure out what brackets of time you have to actually sit down at your desk and get things done.
Once you get into this world, people are not going to baby you. They're going to tell you, like, if you're not doing the job, they're going to find someone else.
Take advantage of the people in the room. Not just the mentors, not just the BRAG sponsors, the board, but the people that are interning with you.
And we're so excited. We'd like to welcome all of you today to tell you about our plans to solve the problem that we seem to be facing when it comes to the multicultural consumer and omnichannel initiatives.
It takes less than 3 minutes and 25 seconds to find out who stands out amongst the social elite in a crowded New York City environment.
Customers love our product. They wanted it. They kept coming back for it.
We want to be able to give our customers what they want, where they want it, and when they want it.
How many of you care to preserve an environment that not only you live in, your family lives in, yet your children will live in for years and years to come?
We create emotional connections with our customers by remaining innovative yet consistent.
What are your measures of success to know that your strategies are working, and then what are your goals to revise them if they're not?
I wonder about the ambition of a 57% ROI.
You talked about white space, and you know, a store like Macy's, there's very little of it.
They really have something with this experience, because at first I was like, why would you have us do a case study presentation at the same time that we have to work with our host companies and do case studies for them? But I see now that it's in order to prepare us for the real world.
We knew coming into BRAG that it was going to be like 2 full-time jobs. That's how they described it to us.
Well, actually it's really like 3 jobs. We have our internship, we have our internship projects as well, and we have our BRAG project. So when it came to pulling it all together, you definitely had to prioritize, and you definitely had to be very organized early on.
I'm so thankful, and the network we've made here is just amazing.
Well, the whole BRAG experience for me is really wonderful. I feel like I've been through many challenges in this internship, but out of it, I feel that I've improved as a person, not only in my skills, but also in my character.
And this summer I had the pleasure of interning at Bloomingdale's. I had the pleasure of working with Old Navy this summer.
This summer I interned with Foot Locker Inc.
I had the great opportunity to intern at Macy's. I had the most amazing team.
The biggest thing that I took away this summer was personal growth. I learned so much about myself, about how I can become a leader, but then also knowing what my strengths are, my weaknesses, and when to fall back.
I'm eternally grateful for this experience. I can say that it really molded me from BRAG's wild child to I can really feel, I felt very at home at Old Navy. I learned so much.
And the one key thing that I can take away, honestly, is that it's so important to see how many people in this room, your peers, who are so passionate about not only their future, but making sure that your future is as bright as it can be. So I want to thank you to everyone who positively impacted me, and I will take it towards my future. Thank you.
One thing that I can say about this summer is that it was very, very challenging. I will say that today I'm a much stronger person than I was 9 weeks ago, and I've learned a lot about myself.
I'm really excited because, you know, I've been able to add 4 other people to my family.
What I'd like to ask of you, and the internship committee would like to ask of you, is to pay it forward.
This is not a goodbye from BRAG. This is just the beginning of a beautiful relationship. Thank you.
This is